Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Valley by Night River City, our Vampire 5th Edition actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me tonight will be Jeremy playing Egidio, Sarah playing Emma, and Eric playing Kyle. And who wants to give us a little review of what happened last week?
Shenanigans.
That's a very generic answer that can be used every week.
Well, yes, because that's what we get up to every week.
Battle on two fronts.
Let's say I missed a chunk of it because I was at work. So
Battle on two fronts. One kind of more towards our neck of the woods. One completely not in our neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
They collapsed a building on some thin bloods.
Jolene will be very angry.
Yeah, somewhere there's just
No.
a thin blood. Just
No, they blew up the building.
Ah,
They didn't
and then it
collapse the
collapsed.
building.
the collapse was after the explosion, maybe, depending on the
Yes.
structural integrity.
Yep.
Either way, thin bloods were murdered for gains of Camerla.
Them
Well,
bloods
they-
were harmed by the making of this video.
They were bait for a trap that y'all did not fall into,
Yeah.
thanks to Egidio being very sneaky.
Yep.
They ran an 18-wheeler into the building closer to our neck of the woods, as one does.
Yeah.
Yes, so while all of y'all were, except for Kyle, were over in one of the far baronies, North Wheeler, I believe.
The North Wheeler Baron is also dead.
Yes. Egidio
Alright,
pretty well
cool.
positively identified him.
That ash pile kind of looks like this photograph.
Yeah, the ash pile's wearing the same kind of clothes. It's not perfect. If the guy didn't pop up in a couple nights, though. But as a diversionary tactic, Kyle quickly assembled and led an assault on a cam position.
Quite successfully.
Yes. Well, they really weren't expecting it. That little area has been kind of stable for a while.
Until it wasn't.
Until it suddenly got introduced to an 18-wheeler.
It's just a very firm way of
full
knocking on the door.
brouhaha. I thought that was even worse. It was very swiftly introduced to an 18-wheeler full of brouhaha.
All right. But eventually you made it back home.
Mhm.
I believe we ended with you retiring for the day.
Yeah.
We
Let me
had a
check
quick
the-
catch-up meeting and exchanged information. I think Kyle talked to the birds.
Kyle did talk to the birds. And he
Oh,
got
that's
them.
right. Because the Burbs had followed. You'd had them
Stafford.
following Stafford, the Nosferatu primogen,
Mhm.
hoping to follow him back to his domain or his haven rather.
That's an
And
idea.
from speaking with them, he traveled back to a old unused firehouse.
Mhm.
Which is kind of on one of the borderlines.
Yeah.
You have a sliver of Anarch territory where the Princess Theater and the Opera House are.
Mhm.
A little bit north of them, you've got the main police station, the county courthouse, and the city hall, which are still under CAM control.
Yeah.
Well, this is a little south of them over a road. Just inside some CAM territory is where this old firehouse is. It's enough of a landmark that Kyle being from Decatur, you know, he was able to pick up on what it was from the description the birds gave him.
Yeah.
All right, so you're waking up. I believe, Eric, that you got excited and rolled for Kyle's rouse. Kyle's rouse checks the hill before we were rolling camera.
Yes, I failed all 3 of them.
So you are currently at Hunger 5.
Yes.
And
So
now
if
you have to
I
make
fail
the
this rouse.
yeah.
If I fail this rouse check to wake up, then I have to make a hunger frenzy test. See if I can resist the frenzy.
Hey, GDO's
Okay.
good.
Fail the test. Time to make that frenzy check.
Oh, it's a GDO's roll. I'm sorry. I saw one pop up in the die roller.
7. Oh, thank God. Hit exactly 4.
Your beast
So.
wants to eat now.
It's like, okay, we're gonna go eat.
He wants to eat now, and hey, there's a dog right over there.
No.
Oh yeah, well, you know, you made your successes. You are in control.
Yeah, that's him to his beast. No. Sit.
Bad dog.
We're gonna go eat. Not him, but we're gonna go eat right now.
A little small, kind of gamey. You can't eat
How am I
them.
supposed to know there are dogs in your vampire game?
So Shallow's looking at you a little concerned, like he can tell something's going on. You know that you're agitated in some way at least.
Yeah. Kyle, he's not hunting for a specific resonance with his bloodhound trait because he's too hungry to care. He's gonna find the quickest person he can get to quietly and just drain them.
All right. So you are stalking the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a hunting roll.
Right, strength brawl. So that's I have 8 dice, 5 of which are hunger dice.
This
can go
could be
nowhere,
glorious.
It could, yeah.
but I see no downside to any of this. Nothing could go bad with this.
I think this is the first time any of us have actually gone to hunger 5.
I think
that I
so.
think
I think
about it.
4's been the highest anybody's gotten.
Which I think was also me.
Yeah.
I like the
Rappy might have
dangerous
gotten
thing, I
close
guess.
one time.
Son of a...
So what you get?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. Those 2 crits are on the hunger dice, though.
Nothing can go wrong.
So,
All right. Let's see here. With you guys, I should really bookmark this page.
Just take like a screenshot of it and put it in the handouts.
Wait. What's all this you guys things? It's that guy right under me.
no, I'm above you. What are you talking about?
Anyway, perception.
Adjacent to you.
Messy criticals, that's what it was. That's right, because it's bestial failures.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's some good options?
Can't you grow ears from these?
That's only if I go into frenzy.
Ah.
Yeah, that is specifically frenzy based. All right. So you're stalking around.
Mm-hmm.
And you run across a couple of guys playing basketball in the driveway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And while you were in control when you left the house, when you see these two targets there, they seem to be alone. There's the two of them, but other than that, they seem to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
You remember pouncing on them, or pouncing on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And when you kind of come back to yourself, with your hunger fully sated, your beast is content and resting.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make that roll
Okay.
for the random. So whatever resonance 6 is, melancholy. Apparently, whoever I ate was losing.
Well, when you come to yourself, you're a couple of houses down in the yard, and it's the second
Okay.
guy, not the first one you pounced on, that's laying mangled under you. When you look back, the first guy is mangled, laying under the basketball goal.
So I drained them both.
The first guy seems to be bleeding a lot for you to have drained him. It looks like you tore his throat out and then went after the guy that ran.
So okay. So classic predator mentality. You run and then you get pounced on.
Yep.
Okay.
It's why keeping pet wolves can be dangerous if you have children.
Yeah.
Even if they mean no harm, sometimes if the kid runs, it'll trigger that instinct. At least according to the ElfQuest comic.
Well, I just
A
rolled.
flashback.
I just rolled intense blood resonance or blood temperament.
Okay.
So roll again to see if it's also acute. It's not, so it's just intense. But okay. So whatever ties into the melancholy, I get a +1. So fortitude and obfuscate. So I get a +1 to my fortitude and obfuscate stuff.
Okay.
Or additional dice. Rather.
You also get a stain.
Unsurprising.
You said obfuscate to hide real quick. That other guy is currently bleeding out, yeah?
Well, you're a couple houses down from him. There's a growing pool of blood under him. It looks like he may have tore his throat out. That's about all you can tell from the distance. The guy under you has been clawed up and gnawed on.
Alright. Quick look around. Is there anybody keeping an eye out or anyone who's watching?
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Where's... Nope. Scroll up. Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
You don't see anybody.
Okay. Can it be assumed that he probably pulled his feral weapons out to chase the fleer?
Yeah, he's definitely clawed up under you. You look down, you got your murder hands out.
Okay. He will do his best to make it look like a wild animal attack on the guy he's currently over.
Okay.
Like bite wounds, claws, etc. He's going to go to the other guy. Let's see if I can find it in the book, because we have never done this before. Trying to find that thing. Sorry, 1 second.
What is it you're thinking of doing?
He's gonna embrace him.
Making lemonades out of lemons?
As well.
Making cyanide out of apple seeds.
Yep.
That too.
All right. Well, while you're figuring that out, we'll cut to somebody else.
Yeah.
Egidio, you wake up. I believe you made your rouse check, so you don't get any hungrier.
Feeling pretty good. He gets up, goes about his day, or evening as it were. You know, for a moment turns on sentient scene to look at Mildred and just like wherever she is, he looks at her maybe a little uncomfortable. If anyone was like watching in this vignette, like he's watching her maybe a little uncomfortably so, and probably despite her being, you know, a ghost or a spirit at the moment, as close to without her knowing as possible. Like being a ghost doesn't make you omnipotent. It just means you're or easier. It's easier for you to catch people out. And so he, you know, watches for her, just says, and under his breath just goes, soon. And then we'll go about his day.
All right. So, what constitutes going about his day or his evening?
He's just he'll go go check out the blood bank. See what's shaking down over there. It should have at this point normalized between, you know, post attack and the ad campaign he did as a result of the attack. Should have like normalized at this point, like gone back to normal as far as like donations and stuff go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what he does, at least in this early evening.
All right. So you head out to the blood bank.
Mhm.
Emma,
Yes.
you awake. Have you made your rouse check?
Did not get hungrier.
Okay.
Does a couple things around her apartment, goes to the office, checks in with stuff there, checks in with Miles and Kincaid to see that they've gotten maybe one, maybe two people to North Wheeler for assistance, and makes contact with the person they met in North Wheeler last night to make sure things are going well there and to notify them that they are sending over somebody
Okay.
or somebody's.
Now, are you talking about the Baron of South Wheeler?
Yeah, South Wheeler.
Okay.
Yeah, the one they met up with the night before.
Yeah. You met up with him dealing with the North Wheeler stuff, but it was the guy kind of ringleading that was the Baron of South Wheeler.
Okay.
And while he doesn't feel like he can properly defend both domains for the moment until they figure something out. Did we lose somebody? My Zoom suddenly went all funky.
Looks like
Yeah,
we lost her.
Eric's power flickered.
Ah, okay. Oh, I see it now.
It is storming over here, gang. Or up north of me, so where they are.
Eastish.
Very, very eastish. What you're getting now, we'll have in a little while, I'm sure.
Is it going south?
No, it's going from west to east and north to south last I looked, but it's been a while.
Hmm.
I know we got ours at about 2:30. Yeah, she's checking in on all that stuff.
Okay. So yes, Miles lets you know he has sent 3 of the brute squad over there.
That's not too many, because I know he was concerned about sending too many since we only have,
He
so many.
thinks he can spare. He thinks he can spare the 3 and maintain.
Okay. She'll let the South Wheeler guy know they are sending 3, but if anything outrageous happens in their domain, she will be recalling 1 or 2 of them temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
We're happy to lend assistance, but we also have to watch our backs first.
Oh yeah, he understands. He's been a Baron for a while. Let me try this other screen and see if we show it better. Yeah, not really.
We're just gonna hang in this kind of quasi limbo of jangled faces and mostly in my window.
I'm mostly in my window.
And all of a sudden, I'm blanking on the South Wheeler guy's name. What was that?
Did we name him?
The one from South Wheeler, I'm pretty sure we named him. Sergio. I knew it was a memorable name. So yeah, you get in touch with Sergio. He thanks you for the assistance. Well, of course, someday return the favor when you need it.
Do you hear anything else?
Well, that day's coming.
Yeah, we'll hold on to that. Making a tally of our favors.
Oh yeah, I mean that was him officially acknowledging that he owes you a favor.
She will keep an eye on the group chat. If any of the other barons from the domain talk or anything, or any of the other barons from other domains talk in the baron chat.
Not yet, but it's early in the night.
Yeah. Mostly just catching up on paperwork.
All right.
Maybe drop something and they're like, hey guys, don't forget if you need to drop by, get anything checked out, before the end of the month for the paperwork. Swing on by. Earlier is better than later. I need to get something to eat later. I skipped a meal. Basically saying, if you need healed, get your butts here.
All right. I had a question I was going to ask Eric, but he no here.
How dare he?
Mother Nature and all that.
July storms are a fickle thing.
All right, let me look at y'all's backgrounds right quick. Coterie backgrounds, that's what I need. Alright. What is y'all's domain's Portland score? Hopefully I'm saying that right.
I know we had added points into it. Juba added points into it.
Added points to what?
Portalon.
Yeah, he did, for sure. I think I have it updated on my end. Chronicle. We're at 4.
Could you give me the other 2 when you get a chance? The Shoss and Lane.
Yeah. Choss and Lean are both 2 each.
Okay, I just didn't even see that there was a coterie tab. I never really opened my window huge.
Alright, so you said it was Portland 4, so that's jacking the difficulty up pretty good. Okay, Emma, you get a call.
Mm-hmm.
No, not a call. Miles drives by. It's like you had you shot him the text about what was going on with the sending help.
Yeah.
And then it's less than 30 minutes later. He comes into the office.
What's up?
He's got a plastic Tupperware container, or not Tupperware, but a plastic box.
Okay. What? Does this look like? I'm guessing there's a body part in that.
No. It's a
Oh,
rat.
wow. A dead rat, a live rat, someone that talked. Why do you have a rat in a tub? Okay, go on. You have my attention.
I got called by one of the NOS. I guess they called me because I'm security.
Fair enough.
Or maybe they figured I'd be closer by. I don't know. It's weird. I figured they would have called Walter.
Yeah, I think said he had something to do this evening. Maybe he let them know he was going to be unavailable.
Could be. But you asked if it was something that talked. Kind of.
To the right people.
This particular NOS, who we should probably give a name.
Oh, great! It's an animalism rat.
It's a chatty rat.
I hear casting fucking animal messenger shit.
Derek, that's his name. Where's my pencil go? There. So anyway, Derek gave him a call. Derek fancies himself something of a rat whisperer.
Okay.
Apparently he was, fond of the little vermin before he was embraced.
Everyone needs a hobby. Keeps us
manifested itself here. But apparently he uses them to keep lookout.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones he speaks to had noticed like strangers coming into the area. So Derek went to investigate. He managed to catch this guy who was sent in by someone else to poke around.
Okay. And Derek, he's a rat whisperer, but not in the I can actually talk to rats kind of way.
Yeah. That's exactly what he does.
Did he happen to interrogate the rat?
Well, he managed to catch a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
They described the person that sent them. Sounded like another NOS. Wasn't quite detailed enough that I could, I couldn't make heads or tails of the description as far as figuring out if it was somebody we know in the area or a known quantity. When I left, Derek was continuing to question the ones he kept. I brought these because I didn't know if Walter could do that or Kyle's gangrel, they can do that sort of thing.
I'll shoot off a text and we'll see what happens, I guess. It's not going to be able to get out or anything in there. It can breathe and all that. We're just making sure.
He pauses for a second. He looks down, pulls out his pocket knife, and pokes a couple little holes at the top.
Oh, gee, okay. Yeah, we'll put him over here.
And then he shakes the box, and you hear a little scurrying inside. All right, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. She takes the Tupperware. We'll put him over here. I'll send a message out to Walter and Kyle and see if either one of them can come in and interrogate the rat.
Okay.
Heard anything else? Anything as far as the fun that went over with the 18-wheeler?
Well, it made the news.
Yeah.
It's a little overshadowed by the
Explosion?
gas line explosion over at the North Wheeler.
Landscaping, yeah.
Yes, the landscaping place.
Gas line explosion and fertilizer is a deadly combination.
Yep. And clearly that's what it was. Clearly.
It was clearly what it was. Yeah.
There's not even, reports of gunshots have been played down.
Yeah, it could have been stuff with the gas line. It's not gunshots.
And I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's us doing that or if it's the cam doing that, but either way.
It's just compressed air. Go back to sleep.
It was propane tanks going off.
Possibly propane accessories.
Nobody asked why a landscaping place would have a bunch of propane tanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're the news agencies. The reports I read, they're passing off the 18-wheeler as a driver falling asleep and damaging, an unused building.
Yep. Falling asleep, medical emergency, something like that.
Mm.
It happens.
I don't
supply
know.
Chain crisis.
I don't know that we're going to be able to sit up inside that building for a little bit, though. The cops seem to be paying it close attention.
Better it being empty than either side being set up in it right now.
Well, better than the other side being set up in it.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll get it, but for right now,
My concern is most of the police are under Cam's sway.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them. Some of the more political guys have got their fingers in there.
Add that to the list of things to try and work on.
Mm-hmm. But I also had Derek send out the word. I want to see if I can get a couple of. I've got the guys on high alert, and I had Derek send out the word to see if I can get any. Maybe get a few NOS as extra muscle for today. Well, extra eyes and ears and extra muscle if something goes down.
Yeah, definitely. With the 2 recent attacks, we'll just need to be very certain of security tonight, and probably the rest of until this is over.
The rest of forever.
The rest of forever, or at least the foreseeable future.
All right. Well, that was all I need to do was drop off your little buddy there.
Yeah, I think there's someone left some carrots or something in the fridge. I'll try and, squeeze one in through the air hole.
No, you can tell Kyle he's not the only one with a pet now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Rodents are fine. I have no problem with them. I'm more of a cat person than a rat or dog person.
Well, it's a sewer rat, so it's pretty good size. It's almost as big as a cat.
I'll see if Walter needs a friend, maybe. Or if Shiloh needs a play toy.
Or a juice box.
Or if someone needs a juice box.
Alright, so Miles takes his leave of you.
Yeah. She will try to sneak a, leftover lunch baby carrot of somebody's into the box, I'm sorry you're in a box, but have a carrot, and closes it real quick before the animal can get out. Live.
It was unhappy about being forcibly rebooted like that.
All right, well, let's get you back into Zoom then.
By the way,
I'm not even ready to get
Oh,
back into
okay.
Zoom yet. I'm still getting everything booted up.
you receive a text that you have that you need to drop by the office at some point.
Getting the
There's-
collector's edition of Dr. Doolittle we're having to watch.
Okay.
Miles brought by a rat that a Nos found, and we have to interrogate this rat. An actual rat, not a person.
Okay.
And certainly not the person named Rat that y'all
So in
are
other
acquainted
words-
with.
So in other words, you need the animal whisperer, basically.
We send a text to you and Walter because she's not 100% sure that Walter doesn't have it. She knows you have deep, meaningful conversations with Shiloh, or at least look at Shiloh like you're having a deep, meaningful conversation.
Yeah. It's not like he's actually talking out loud.
Either way, she sent it. And she's like, has a large sewer rat on her desk in a Tupperware.
Okay. And I did look it up on my phone while I was rebooting everything, Jason.
Mhm.
The only requirement is that the person be completely drained of all of their blood, and then they have to be fed some of the vitae of the person, of the vampire directly.
Okay, so you're going back to the one on the basketball court, or the under the basketball goal in the driveway.
No, he's gonna do that to the one he just drained,
Okay.
and while they're still out, he's gonna drag them over to their friend, and then leave them there next to their friend, sort of make it look like he did it.
Fucked up thing.
Now he's not going to wake up to the next night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I have no idea about that. It just says that the change is instantaneous, unless you're a thin blood.
Would he be a thin blood?
No.
What generation are you? Or is
I
Kyle?
think we're
I
all
should say.
13th.
We're all 12.
Oh,
Yeah, so he'd be Generation 13, so he'd be right on the borderline just before thin blood.
Yeah, 13's full fledged though.
Yeah, let's see.
It was the default for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what he's going to do is, since claws are out, the one that that is bleeding out, he's going to make that look like animal attack.
Yeah, well, it's got his throat ripped out already, so that's not hard to do.
Yes. And then the one that he drained to feed, he's going to turn them with the embrace.
Okay.
Provided everything actually boots up like it should.
All right, and we're back at 100% now.
Okay.
woo.
Yeah. First reaction most toddlers have after an embrace is raw hunger. With less than a blood point available and no experience dealing with a fully raging beast, the child will most likely enter a hunger frenzy at the first sight of blood. Which, his friend there bleeding.
This will go well.
Yeah, basically he's gonna. I'm thinking that's how his stain kicks in.
No.
Okay, that's fair.
Embracing a child or would be another stain.
Is it?
Yep. It is specifically one of the things that gives
Yep.
you a stain.
Fair
Because
enough.
you are
Bringing
damning
someone else into
someone to
this.
your existence.
Mm-hmm.
Speed running the stains here.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll take another stain then. Alrighty. So I got 2 stains.
In role playing one stain, you've got another.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Here's a little chart. Blood bonding immortal, stains +1. Embracing immortal, stains +2.
So I have
Three
three.
stains?
Touchstone
Yep,
damage +1. Touchstone
I have
damage
3
by your
now.
actions +2. Touchstone destroyed +2. Touchstone destroyed by your actions +3.
Having a great time.
All right. So I have 3 stains.
All right, let's see.
Which is weird that that makes it stink. Considering one of the things that says like why some vampires embrace is a guilty feeding. Is like they embrace someone out of guilt.
That's just how you get stains.
It's anyway. That's what it is. That's what I said I was gonna do, and that's what I did.
Yep. He done did it.
Roll for him later.
Now you have to name him.
No.
Oh, yeah, I do have to name him, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Jason has to name him. I thought you meant Kyle has to name him.
No,
I'm
Kyle's
trying.
doing an old-fashioned gangrel embrace. He doesn't have to care about him.
Embrace him and bye.
I'm trying to find where. I'm trying to find the whether they wake up that night or the next night.
Okay, so because I have 3 stains, that means I only get 1 dice to roll for the remorse check.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you only have to get one success, right?
Yeah, only have to get 1. But
You only got one shot.
50-50
Yeah,
shot.
I only have 1.
That would take down how many humanity?
That would take me down to 5.
Yeah, the humanity still only drops by 1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if it results in no successes, the beast has won. The character must lose 1 point of humanity and then remove all stains.
All right, since I can't find it, we're just going to say that he will wake up the following night.
Mm-hmm.
Now the change is instantaneous in that if you leave him laying out here, the sun will rise. You know, he's not scared for that, and he would burst into flames.
Mm-hmm.
So for the moment, you've still got 2 dead bodies here.
Yep.
And it is early enough in the evening that, you know, there's going to be some traffic driving past here eventually.
Yeah, he's gonna just throw him into a backyard, then move on.
So you embrace the guy, and you're just going to leave him to burst into flames.
Or get taken to the CAM hospital. And they can just go through his memories and...
Point.
I think in an abandoned building somewhere. We got those. Somewhere, I'm sure. It's COVID times. There's an abandoned building somewhere. They're not gonna move.
Fudge monkeys. Is the dude's house unlocked?
Oh yeah, the front door is it?
Just gonna in the house.
Toss him in there with his wife and children.
You go in there, you don't hear anybody else moving around.
Yeah, he's just gonna put him in the house and then leave.
Ah, that gangrel parenting.
Yeah.
Yep, here you go, bud. Hope you figure it out.
It's the only thing he knows.
Yeah, he's not bitter about it at all.
No, he's very bitter.
just in general, though, it might not have anything to do with the parenting.
All right, as you're wrapping all this up, because this took a little while,
Mm-hmm.
and you're kind of making your way back, presumably back to your haven, because you're a bloody mess.
Yeah.
So as you're getting back to your house, you get ready to shower, you get the message from Emma about the rat.
Need to take a shower, be there after.
Thumbs up. Let's be here. A rat. Sends a picture of the Tupperware with like a carrot kind of tried to be stuck in one of the air holes.
But Kyle will get there eventually.
Okay.
Looking wrecked. He's at 3 out of 4 boxes full of stains that he can accumulate before he hits degeneration. So,
Behave the rest of the night.
well, if he hits 4, he literally can't do anything anymore unless that'll result in more stains unless I make a test.
Fun times.
All right, so Egidio, you go run by the blood bank.
Mhm.
It's late in the evening. They're
Mostly
getting ready.
checking to
They're
see.
getting ready to shut down.
I'm mostly just checking to see, how progress is going with everything. He didn't just put money into the blood bank itself. He put money into like ads for the blood bank. So he's just checking on his investment.
Oh yeah, well they're always glad to see you.
Yeah, I'm happy to see them too.
Uh,
But I don't. Yeah, I don't do anything untoward here, especially since I'm already at Hunger One. I'm not really. I don't know what's going on in the other over on somewhere else in town. Something about a double murder at a basketball court. I don't know. But Egidio will just hang out there, have a time. Does the text about the weird rat come off the group chat, or is it okay? Then, as he's getting like his, I feel like Egidio does like a bi-weekly tour of the blood bank unless he has something pressing going on. And he's just looking around, making sure everything's in tip-top shape.
Well, the doctor in charge of the
asking
place is
how-
already gone, but one of the other people shows you around. Oh yeah, talks about your advertising campaigns really helping out. They're really building up the supplies again. They're having to sort out a lot of contaminated stuff. They're having to test everything for COVID and whatnot. But
I would rather people have safe blood than not. I think you all agree with me there.
oh, absolutely, he's just rattling it off as a thing they're dealing with.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
only got a couple more weeks of this, so we'll be all right.
And as your conversation with him is winding down, you get that text.
Well, it looks like duty calls elsewhere.
Oh well, they thank you for coming by, and for your continued support.
Of course. Happily. You all have a wonderful evening. Lock up tight. And he'll leave and head to the office.
All right.
And then
Wait, yeah. Go ahead, you were saying something.
I was gonna say, as I get there, I'm like, where is it?
She like puts a hand over it, like you're not eating it.
I don't want to eat it.
Or doing anything, and
Have you
just like a
ever
little like.
seen me eat Have you ever seen me eat anything organic?
Blood is still organic, even if it's in a bag. Direct from the source.
Point
I know what you
is-
mean.
Yeah.
Now, did you
Second
send this
hand.
out about the rat? Did you send this out only about or only to the barons, or
Only
kind
to
of the
our
domain group chat group?
Yeah, only the immediate Baron group chat, not the like nationwide
Okay.
or area wide or
The neighborhood watch.
yeah, just the neighborhood watch Barons, the immediate Barons, the coterie Barons.
Okay.
Mhm.
But not like Miles wouldn't get this text. Well, he brought it the thing, but
Yeah, he brought the thing and probably told Kincaid. So
Gideon looks at it and goes, "Ooh, what a cute little thing." And he's like, taps it a little bit. Like, tries to like push the carrot in a little further in. Oh, you got that, that got
yeah,
stuck.
I
Yeah, if you just like shave the sides a little bit.
didn't want to have any chance of him getting out. Granted, he's pretty big,
Pulls
so
a
I
little
don't think he would
pocket knife out,
escape
just
through. Please do. Oh, jeez.
And Kyle, that's the conversation you're hearing when you walk in the door.
see a Gideon shaving a carrot with a pocket knife and just like slipping it through one of the air holes.
What are you idiots doing?
Usual idiot stuff. You look like shit.
You sound like shit.
You.
Give me the fucking rat.
Don't eat it.
I already ate. Give me the rat.
Ah, there it is. He passes the rat over.
Narrowed eyed. We'll have a conversation about this later. While he's doing his thing with the rat, she will do the zero difficulty scene healing thing. Like, talk to the rat. I don't speak rat very well. If it was a cat, I might do better.
I succeed on the rouse check to use feral whispers.
Okay.
Well, seem to have been handed to me in a Tupperware.
Fetty.
Let me out of the box.
Why do you need out of the box?
The box is cramped.
Yes, but if you were brought to me in the box, that means that you were doing something you shouldn't have been doing.
Quick
I was
question.
just doing what I was asked to do.
Do we hear Kyle's side in just plain English, or is he squeaking at this
We hear him go
rat?
chip 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 chip.
No, from what I understand, it's sort of just like, hold on.
It's like this is like a game of telephone where we only hear half the conversation.
Allows two-way communication with animals. That's just all it says. It allows two-way communication with animals.
Well, it's meant to be open to interpretation at the storyteller's discretion.
Yep, yep.
Says,
I'll be right back, phone.
The vampire can commune with the beasts of the wild in the city. Feral whispers allow two-way communication with animals. A cat might not be interested in debating Matisse's use of color, but happily discusses the lack of prey around the brownstone building across the street.
So we are free to interpret it as completely telepathic. You could be squeaking at them, or you could be speaking to them. And they could be squeaking back.
I imagine sort of how, with the way I've kind of been imagining Kyle, it's more of a conversation that happens through body language.
Pheromone.
No, not so much pheromones, just like they talk via body language. Like, because animals don't have communication beyond like how they act around one another, kind of a thing.
A lot of them have certain noises to indicate certain things.
Yeah.
And if you get something like,
be a little squeak or something, but it's mostly like,
yeah, like it's like, facial expression, body language, and occasional like noise he'll make to sort of convey the whispers to animals.
At least that's how
at least that's just how I'm imagining it. So, and what were you asked to do?
Come here, look around. Find out where the people in the tunnel sleep.
Okay. And who asked you to do that? Can you describe them for me?
And he describes a Nosferatu.
That makes sense.
He looked kind of like you, but he didn't have any fur on the top of it. On the top. He describes kind of sunken eyes, and
any,
look like a human, but like a really sick human.
Long shot, but any Nosferatu I would be familiar with by description.
The description is a little too vague.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just said long shot, but figured I'd ask.
Maybe if you showed him, if you had like like one of those police books of criminals, of mugshots to show people, he might be able to point him out.
Okay. So they wanted you to find where the people who sleep in the tunnels sleep.
Yes, that was all. They asked very nicely. There
I
was some
see.
food involved.
Well, if I gave you some more food, would you not do that?
You'd have to give me more food than they were giving me.
Well, I will caveat it with this. If you don't agree to that, you see my friends over there,
He looks over. Yes.
they will kill you.
I missed the part. Are we hearing this in English?
No.
Okay.
No.
How Kyle uses feral whispers is it's more of like noises and body language and facial expression. That's how he utilizes feral whispers.
Fantastic.
Though you do see him kind of raise an eyebrow, kind of look over at y'all, and then the rat kind of turns and hisses at you a little bit.
And that's why I'm here, to see if we can work out a way that they don't do that. I'm on your side here. I want you to live.
Give me food, let me back in the tunnels.
And what will you do?
Eat the food and live in the tunnels?
Or you could eat the food and stay with me. And I will keep you fed.
Do I have to stay in a box?
For a short time. Until I can have something for you.
Alright, does this allow you to dominate them, or do you have to make...
It... Up to you? Because it's not so much... I don't know if this counts as him asking the rat to do a service. Because he's basically saying, hey, do you want to live? Then come live with me and I will keep you fed. Is basically the thing. So I don't know if it would be like what this would count as, honestly.
Alright. A vampire can use feral whispers, animalism 2, to subsume the spirit,
That's another power.
animalism 4, on their familiars for free. Okay.
Yeah. You're looking at subsume the spirit. Feral whispers is level 2.
Oh no, actually looking at something in Bond Familiars. Familius, my bad.
Oh yeah.
I was on the right page, but looking at the wrong power. Because it mentioned feral whispers in the description.
Yeah. As the Famulus, you can use feral whispers on the Famulus without any check involved. Yeah, so it's a persuading an animal to perform a service requires a manipulation animalism roll, difficulty depending on the task. But he's not asking the rat to do a task. He's just saying, do you want to live? Then come stay with me and I'll keep you fed.
Giving him an ultimatum than anything.
So I don't know what that would count as, honestly. Like,
Go ahead and give me a manipulation animalism.
Manipulation animalism?
You know,
Okay.
to convince it that that you are going to feed it and not kill it. And only keep it in a box for a little while.
Okay. Would it be manipulation, or could the argument be made for charisma?
As long as you intend to keep this agreement, I'll let you use charisma.
Yeah, I mean, he does. He's like he is racked with guilt right now. So he's like, I want this thing to live.
2 human beings, this rat, you get to live.
mean, he can't do anything about the two human beings, but this is something he can keep alive in his hands right now.
Something he can control actively. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, so he intends to keep his word.
Mm-hmm.
He will take care of this rat. Gets 3 successes.
Okay. Okay. It sounds like a good deal to the rat.
Okay. Right, and he will say, now, I will let you out of the box for now, but you gotta stay with me for right now, okay?
Okay.
You go back in the box
the
when I go
pocket.
back home. So I don't, drop you and somebody steps on you and all that.
All right. So it crawl up your arm,
Yep, and it's
sits on your
rat
shoulder.
on the shoulder. Scritch.
Kiddo looks like,
He'll pull out some meat, feed the rat.
Pocket
I
bacon.
see you've come to an accord.
Yeah, he was tasked by a Nosferatu to scout out the sewer systems to find out where the other Nosferatu on our side of the line sleep.
That sends Walter a please give me a call text.
Does he know
he'll-
where they sleep?
He'll look back to the rat. Have you reported back to him yet or not?
No, he just sent us in that.
Us? How many of you are there?
Rats don't do real good with numbers.
We are legion.
We are legion.
I'm not so hot on the numbers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mood rat, mood.
Oh,
There were a lot of us. Though.
We'll turn back to this one. So there's a swarm of them out looking.
They said Derek had a couple that he was still interviewing.
Right. And Derek ran across them because the rat that he usually communicates with reported back to him that there were a bunch of strangers, which led him to investigate.
Mm.
Basically, y'all's
War between the rats.
Watership down.
domain security, caught it. The difficulty was too high for him to sneak through.
Okay. Yay.
Watership down. Oh my god.
It was
The
close,
D&D
though. They
campaign
got
really
3
happened.
successes. If they'd gotten a couple more.
Me glad I invested so heavily in domain defense.
Hey, you and
No
Duba
kidding.
did.
I think
Did
I
Duba put
know-
it in Portalon or Shoss?
I know, Decca, you put yours in Shoss, I believe, or was it Lien?
Whichever one makes the feeding difficulty lower, and then also
Lien,
I
I
put
think
in
it was.
I put in for the herd, and then I
Yeah.
put in another one for Choss. After I traded a point of
resources. That was it.
for
Yeah.
Choss.
And then I was throwing XP at Portal in because that was specifically the domain defense.
Which one did Duba throw at? Do we remember?
I think he was doing defense too because he was increasing the
Yeah,
domain security.
He was
Okay,
doing
then-
Portalon as well.
So I think I put in 2. He put in 1.
Yep.
I
Okay.
believe.
So yeah, the total of 4 makes sense.
Yep.
What would the office count as? Would it just be a
That's a point.
Separate thing.
Well,
A
that's a
haven.
point of I think it's either shared.
shared
Yeah.
haven?
Well, yeah, it's the domain haven
Yeah,
basically. So
the office.
so name it whatever you like.
It is the office.
Yeah, it's what the antique store would have been in the previous campaign.
Yeah.
Once
That's
y'all
what it
got there.
was. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I have it written down as on Samuel's sheet.
The evening primrose.
So now, Sarah, you get to be the one that name it and write it down.
Oh no, it's the office.
The office.
It makes
Okay.
sense since it's a place where people go to work. It's
Name.
going to the office.
The office. Location. Bank. Building. Bank.
Near the Waffle House. Everything is near the Waffle House.
Nah, it's location Decatur.
What is this?
I was gonna reach out to Ada because
North.
she would have a list of at least the NOS that are in the domain. She wouldn't have like where they sleep or anything, but she can make them aware.
Yeah. Kyle would already be as. Yeah. I need to talk to her anyway. He says to Emma.
All right. Just when you get a chance, swing by the office. Got a package for you. Hands her the rat. Here. No.
Uh,
No,
that's
she's
the
not going to
problem.
reach for the rat.
Well, say if any, I'll be honest. At the state Kyle's in, if anyone reaches for the rat, he might be hissing at them.
I rolled, got an 8. I don't know if you want to round it up or round it down.
For the healing.
Yeah, I don't know how we would go on that because it's every 3.
So
I would round
that's
down.
Okay, so 2 points of aggravated.
well, I only have 1 point of aggravated because that aggravated roll still succeeded.
Okay.
I just went from hunger 2 to 5.
Okay.
So I'm fully healed because the 3 healed up that last point of aggravated, which left 5 to heal up the 4 points of superficial that were left behind from healing up the other 3 aggravated, and then that 1.
Okay.
So, so I'm fully healed again.
All right. And you get a thing back from Ada that she'll be there shortly. 15, 20 minutes later, she's walking through the door. Please tell me it's not another emergency. Nice rat.
It is. Thank you. It used to belong to the cam.
Oh. Wonder if I get any information out of its entrails.
No. You will not.
Not this one in particular. Derek might have some that he is done with interviewing, depending on how attached he is to them. Speaking of Derek, if you can get in contact with the NOS that are in the domain that may have a haven somewhere in the domain, put them on alert that some of the cam sent some rats in to try and hunt down their location where they sleep. Anyone that may have sewer havens.
Yeah, clever. She looks. I trust you've already put Walter on this as well.
Yeah, he's not here, but we sent him texts. A obfuscated kind of text, but text.
He was helping with the scritch. Pets the rat.
Said you had something else?
Yeah, that's for her later.
Okay.
Personal business.
Was this
Okay.
between Kyle and Ada? I lost
Yeah.
track where you are. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she is the census taker, and he has added 1 to the domain. So.
Well, so that you hear that little saying, Ada looks at you. Well, we can step back here to the quiet room.
Yeah.
No,
Finished the paperwork.
no pull her over.
I'm gonna kick my feet up.
Looks over at Egidio like, when they're in the quiet room and can't hear, I guess we're chopped liver? Which may be really interesting to Ada since it's entrails.
Maybe a nice little lower intestine.
Yeah.
He
I
will.
want you to read from a liver.
In that room, he will pull out a sheet of paper with an address on it, which is that location that he fed at.
Okay.
+1.
Oh. Was this something you'd been planning on?
Lost control.
That's not a good thing.
When you get, you know how you get when you get extremely hungry.
No, I'm smart enough to let that happen.
Well, you weren't the one taking out a cam stronghold and tanking incendiary rounds either.
Yep. Smarter than to do that too. The tanking part, not the taking out the compound. That was a good idea. As a bear, you should really let the flunkies by the bullets, though.
It's no secret we're all young to this.
Is he awake yet, or did it just happen tonight?
Just happened tonight. I left him in his house so he didn't burn up when the sun rose, which is basically what my sire did to me.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing with y'all. It's weird.
Yeah. Left him the corpse of his friend to feed off of.
It might still be good in the morning, or in the tomorrow evening, depending on how sensitive his stomach is. I'll take care of it.
Okay. The hope is that it wouldn't cause a mass frenzy in a neighborhood where he suddenly broke out and went ham and masquerade breach.
We've got a facility we can use.
Okay. And he'll give her a description because he never got the name of the guy, but he'll give her a description and all that so she can identify him.
The one not torn to shreds.
Ha.
That would be funny. She gets there with whatever flunkies she took as muscle. Which one was it? I don't know. We'll just go lock them both in the basement and see which one wakes up.
I mean, they're both torn up.
Is there a reason you wanted to keep this from the other barons?
I prefer to be more in control than not, despite how close to the beast I am. And
So
one
you're
or two-
embarrassed. I get it.
Yeah. One or two of them like to ride my ass about this kind of stuff.
When this child wakes up tomorrow night,
Mm-hmm.
do you want us to tell him who his sire is?
Like a vampire gender reveal party.
Or do we want to go, or do you want us to do this gangrel style where we tell him the basics and then just cut him loose?
Mix of both. Standard gangrel style, but let him know if he needs a mentor, he can be sent to me.
Okay. I mean, you're in charge of the area. That makes enough sense. All right. I'll get my work cut out for me.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's part of the job.
Oh, well. Figured I'd let you know about it instead of just springing it on you. Surprise! Tomorrow night.
Yep. +1. Well, I guess I'll wait and add him to the rolls when I know for sure he's gotten it. Is this your first childer?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
The guilt goes away eventually, and then she walks out of the room.
He'll pick up the rat, set him down on the table. Stay right there for 1 second. And outside, after Ada leaves, there is a as he hits the wall from inside.
That is my wall!
He has no enhanced strength running, but it's just as he decks the wall, and then picks the rat back on his shoulder, and he leaves like nothing happened.
All right, so what else are y'all getting into tonight?
Did August get back with me about the message he sent really technically early last night?
What was the message? Remind me what the message was.
He sent August the location that the Ravens found when they followed the Nosferatu Primogens.
Oh, yes, the firehouse. Had you disconnected when I described the firehouse? Where it was at?
I don't remember you mentioning that, so I might have.
Okay. So it's the part of town where the Princess Theater and the Opera House are. You know,
I do remember this.
A little bit north of those two is where you had like the county jail, the head
I think
police.
it was kind of close to the border.
Right, it's to the south.
Okay.
Basically, the Princess and the Opera House are kind of sandwiched between a fork in the Cam territory.
Okay.
And this firehouse is like right across, you know, it's down a few blocks and then across a particular street that's been acting as the border.
Okay. And I believe you mentioned because the only reason I know that it's that one is because I'm a native to the city, so
Right.
it stands out enough. Okay.
Yeah, everybody in town drives through that area at some point.
All right.
And it, you know, it was a firehouse for a long time, then it was empty for a long time.
Mhm.
And you seem to vaguely recall a news article about somebody was turning it into a home.
Okay. Fair enough. Could you point out on the map where that is, since that is up? Just so I have a memory of it.
Let me see. Do I have a better? Nope, it's not. All right, just a second. I try to remember exactly where it's at. Let's see, Delano Park, Gordon Drive, Fort Decatur. Oh, that's right. It's not too terribly far from where the assault was. Somewhere in this general area.
Okay. So not near our domain by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so not that settled. Is there a message from August about that?
Just that
Since
he
August was the one that asked him about it at the meeting.
You'd have a text from him that he had that bit of business you discussed last night or this morning. He has set a couple of people to keep an eye on it.
Okay. He will. His response will be, fair warning. Have a little bit of a rat problem tonight. Keep an eye out on your end.
Be sure to hire a good exterminator.
Yeah, they found him. We're taking care of him now.
Very good, then.
Just friendly warning.
He'll let the
Actually,
he'll be sure to let the staff the maintenance staff know to keep an eye out. That'd be a wonderful way to refer to the NOS in text. They would hate it though.
Staff. Yeah. At that point, he would go to, if we have a group chat for the for the Barons. Kyle will say, just spoke with August, gonna message the rest of you as well. Bit of a rat problem running around. Keep your maintenance staff. Have keep an eye out.
You get like thumbs ups from Maddox's people. Basically everybody that's really in the city proper where there's like sewers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, yeah. The pack don't really respond, but there's not a lot of a sewer system out in kind of the edges of the town like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you. When did? No, thanks, Emma. I wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
Well, got any more rats you want me to talk to?
Are you gonna adopt them?
Hmm. We'll see. How terrifying would that be? It's the dog man. What is he sending after you? Swarm of rats.
You should probably figure out what this night's gonna bring. I can't imagine they're gonna sit on their laurels and wait for.
Do nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did kind of. I say the Anarchs did hit and take a stronghold that has largely been peaceful for a while, because the war hadn't really gotten to that point yet. Then all of a sudden, it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm sure the propaganda is going over real well on that.
Usually does.
That a thing they do? Because
Is Miles or Kincaid still here?
No. He dropped off the rat and he headed out. He's got everybody on extra high alert since they've just
Yeah.
caught them trying to spy.
Yeah, he'll shoot a message to Miles and Kincaid to Miles, like, probably redundant, but you know what to do.
Already on it.
Good man. I don't even know what I want to do right now.
so what's wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I'll live. It's fine.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, it might be a distraction in battle.
It won't be a distraction in battle. I can turn that.
I
You're-
don't believe that for
You're
a second.
wandering off, not coming to meetings, like more than usual. We're just, you know,
I am trying to keep our domain secure as best I can.
by keeping everything you're doing a secret. Fantastic. Good to know.
I work best alone.
And yet, you're forced to work with others.
When I need to, yes.
If you don't trust us, you can just come out and say it. Or you know what? You go do your thing. I'm gonna go do a patrol.
You know
Y'all
what? Fine, no. I really don't. I've tried, but my shit kept disappearing all the time. I still haven't gotten anything back from that. And a select few people decided messing with one of my people was a wonderful thing to do, despite knowing that is my domain and my people decided to do it anyway. No, I I really don't. I try my best to take care of you all because it is in my nature. I don't know how much I can actually trust you with the secrets of what I do and what I don't do. So I do what I can on my own, what I did before. So I
understood.
didn't tell you all I ran off into Cam territory to eliminate the other threat. I just did it.
And if something bad had happened, you'd be dead in the sunshine. It didn't, which you'll probably argue that.
1 second, child.
And he's got to be very mean to his friends on the camera. Give me 1 sec.
Baby child was
I was-
chastising him for sounding agitated.
Why are you being mean to your friends?
Guys, we're acting.
Yeah. Okay, back in. Out of dad mode into.
Into other dad mode.
Yeah. You know what? No. I think I've said it. I've done the best I can with what hand I've had. And at the end of the day, to most people, I'm just a dog. I'm a gangrel. I'm there to fight.
So you're proving them right?
Do what you can with what you have. I mean, you, Egidio, you're a manipulator. And you
Not
came
wrong.
from the area of the Sabbat. That's kind of what they do. You bringing Sabbat stuff up in here?
No. Kind of loathe it.
Well, then why are you acting like it?
Famously, manipulation isn't a Sabbat only tactic.
That's a vampire tactic.
I ain't been around that long, but I know that much.
See how easy we can do this? So no.
Fine. Fine. Mistrust us, hate us, whatever. At least tell us where you are or where you're going. Or what, at least that. So if you don't turn up the following night, we have somewhere to look.
All the numerator.
You just keep us out of your plans if it makes you feel better. But whatever. I'm going on patrol. See if Kincaid needs any help. Don't punch any more holes in the walls by the time I get back. And walks out.
All right, so that leaves Egidio and Kyle in the office.
It's a very awkward silence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm getting out of this silence before it gets awkward.
Well, if you happen to need an engineered plague at your disposal. And Egidio will leave. Leave Kyle with his thoughts.
Is
And the
Kyle
mouse.
eat awful? Rat. There's a difference.
Okay, it's
One's the size of a chihuahua.
One's an omnivore, and one's a herbivore. All right, so how is Emma patrolling? Since her car is
Oh yeah, her car is.
like missing most of its bumper.
Yeah, it looks like it got hit by a deer.
Parked over at Kincaid's
Yeah,
family's body shop.
She just call and ask where they need a patrol at. She can, if nothing else, just walk the area.
Okay. Kincaid sends a couple of the brute squad over to.
She'll tag along with some of the brute squad.
Okay.
Right on the back of a motorcycle or something.
Because he sent 3 of them over to North
Wheeler.
You lost 1 in the fighting, so that leaves 2. So yeah.
Hey man, I'm real sorry for your loss. Now's not the time.
Yeah, she's just trying to get to know them. Just light conversation.
screaming on the back of a motorcycle.
When they're like not on the motorcycle. She will, of course, have her firearm on her.
A fair amount of patrolling is actually on foot, given no bigger the domain is, and it extends outside the domain into some of that kind of unclaimed territory around you. The neighborhoods. Yeah.
She'll ask them again if they've seen like any large dogs or influx of any wildlife by chance since the rats.
They haven't seen any on their patrols, but they keep hearing people talk about it. Not the rats, the dog. The rat thing is new to them. They don't know what you're talking about.
Some Nos. We're thinking a Nos might send some rats down. We're just trying to prevent any eventuality. It's really hard to talk of this. Do I have a helmet? You guys have a spare helmet? Is there helmet laws in Huntsville, Indicator?
Yes.
Okay, so they have helmets.
I think they're actually statewide.
Okay.
And yes,
My brain is blanking on
they
that.
lost a buddy, so obviously they have a spare helmet now. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Fortunate slash
Hey, do you guys
unfortunate.
have a spare? Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Where does the GDO go when he leaves the office?
I think it goes patrolling the other way. They're going more of a without route. I think Gidio does more of a within route. And, probably helps maybe trying to do some outreach and getting to know people himself. The equivalent of like when a congressman does like a soup kitchen or something. Like he does something to like he's not doing a soup kitchen, but like he's doing he does the vampire equivalent, which is going down into the sewers. And just kind of like he doesn't know where the Nos are by design, but he knows they're down here.
All right, he's going down into like the storm drains and all that jazz.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of walking around, and as they decide to, he's just humming to himself as he walks down the sewers, and if he happens to see them, with Sense the Unseen on, then
give me a roll on Sense the Unseen.
Yeah. Awareness. Oops, it's down here. What's discipline? Yeah, it is. Okay. 1 6. Oh, sorry. 3 successes.
As you're walking around, you eventually, you notice a Nos kind of just up against the wall as you walk by, kind of looking at you quizzically.
The quizzical look is what clues him in that it's a anarch Nos, because they know Egidio's predilections. He's wearing a sleeveless shirt and like not basketball shorts, but like some like those almost like postman shorts, just so something breathable down here. So he's very dressed down compared to how he normally looks. And then he will make a point to make eye contact with that particular Nos and be like, "Evening."
He fades into into regular view. Barry,
how's it going?
Don't usually see you down here.
Sometimes you gotta do something to clear your mind. I don't really have a sense of smell anymore, so
Yeah, it's a blessing.
I think I had polyps in there in life, so they never really went away.
Yeah.
Pot to the kettle.
Are you down here looking for rats too?
Yes, I am looking for rats. Have you turned any up? Any? I don't know what weird looking rats means, but you know, uh, do they look different from the, I assume, Huntsville rats,
Huntsville.
or is it just the other rats know each other?
Apparently, he goes, I'm not one of them that can talk to rat.
Okay.
That's Derek's thing. Weirdo. But,
Have you seen him? Probably not, but I thought I'd ask.
no, I haven't seen him. He's been in contact with us, though.
Okay.
And yet it's his rats recognize that there were newcomers around here or something. I don't know. I'm really just keeping an eye out to see if any of the Cam Nos show up.
Any luck on that front?
I haven't noticed anything.
Neither have I.
It's a little unnerving that they were sending rats to try to find where we sleep, though.
I think so too. That's truly one of the other reasons, is because we've all worked so hard to shore up this defense after they flooded the place, that we gotta keep it where we have it. If that means Egidio Luna goes into the sewers, oh well, I'll do what I have to do. I'm sure Walter's around here somewhere, doing more or less the same thing.
Not probably. He keeps busy.
Yeah. That's what I like about him. No drama, keeps himself busy.
Well, drama draws attention, and in general, we don't like to draw attention to ourselves.
Agnostic, yeah.
He sort of eyes your clothing.
If I could go invisible, I would.
You mean you can't?
I'm very close to it. And he puts up his shadow cloak, but not quite.
Oh yeah, it is a little different, huh?
Still
Isn't that a La Sombra thing?
corporeal. La Sombra and my people share the ties to the void, so I could go in a whole. That's a whole lecture for a class full of ritualists one day. But suffice to say, we have similar avenues.
About that time, all three of you get a text. From Josephine.
Josephine was the.
Baroness in charge of the Princess Theater and the Opera House.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna be like, she was the princess, one of the princes.
She has had some unexpected guests. They made a bit of a mess. She could use a little assistance cleaning it up.
The duty never stops.
She's at the house currently.
I know what that means. Egidio will text that text chain and be like, "That sounds like my purview."
And we'll be like, do you need us to bring anything in particular for cleanup? I know some of those stains can be really finicky. I've got some of that pink stuff.
It's called Fabuloso. You will call it by its name.
No, the pink stuff.
Sighs the Mexican.
Let's see. Oh, just some cleaning supplies and some, you have a couple of muscly friends. They can put the elbow grease into the cleanup.
Emma with the brute squad.
Hey, you want to clean up a dead body?
We don't know it's a dead body yet,
Pretty sure.
or a soon-to-be dead body.
Egidio will look over to the Nosferatu in front of him, like, "Say, what's your name?"
His name is Caleb.
Caleb. You know my name's Egidio. I'm not going to pretend you don't.
Yeah, you're one of the most famous people in the domain.
I hate that. Full stop. But
Yeah, I'm sure it's a real bummer to be in charge of everything.
heavy is the head and all that. But duty calls. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, it was nice meeting you.
And he'll make the effort to give Caleb his burner number and say, "Any trouble, let me know."
We'll do.
He'll click.
And then
back
you walk
into the
away, he
shadows and-
fades out of view as well.
We both fade out of view together.
It's a obfuscation farewell.
Yep. Not unlike the Irish goodbye.
All right, Kyle has also gotten his text. Does he respond at all?
He doesn't respond, but he is going to show up.
And we'll make sure to let Miles and Kincaid know about it, and not ask permission because she's the bear and she doesn't have to ask permission. But be like, would we be able to spare the folks I'm with to assist with this? Hopefully, shouldn't take too long, but she did ask for some muscle. Maybe just one or two.
Things are quiet right now.
That's
Obviously
fine.
we'll text you. There's a problem.
Yeah, and she'll just take whichever one will volunteer or wants to go, just so one she can get there because motorcycle, and doesn't want to deprive the domain of too many defenses. With them already sending some to North and South Wheeler.
Okay. Yeah, one of them's more than happy to go.
Oh, one other thing, Jason. There is a Caleb already in this world. So I'll give you, if you want to change that.
Oh, who's the first Caleb?
He is a Tremere from Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Yeehaw! Oh yeah, that's
Yeehaw.
why the name. I was like, do we have something close to a Caleb?
Yep.
The one that was in, yeah.
As I was about to enter this guide to my roadmap, and then I saw that I was like, oh, well, let me give Jason an opportunity to amend that if he wants to, or it could be two Calebs. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, people have the same name.
His last name is Huff, so just put down
Okay.
this guy down as Caleb Huff.
Caleb Huff.
They would both be very insulted if you mistook the one for the other.
I don't know the other guy's last name.
He does or doesn't.
Yeah, Egidio will make a pit stop. He'll probably show up last because he's going to make a pit stop and get all of his destroy the evidence cleaners.
Gotcha.
That I've been put on a list because, creative writer.
There's so many people that be on that list, though.
Yep, and they are.
Every now and then you just gotta put in stuff like how to DM, how to write, just to throw them off.
Yeah. Well, I'm using a work laptop right now, so someone in my IT is going to be like, just search for what dissolves a body fastest in a tub.
sure it's some kind of acid. But then it would
Mhm.
dissolve the tub, so I have to get something a little less. The old-fashioned route. Pig farm.
All right, so y'all all head to the opera house. Emma would arrive first, since she was already basically on a motorcycle.
She would have texted back, is there a certain door you want us to come in to, just not to disturb any other parties going on? Or are we clear to come in the front door?
Well, they came through the front door, so it's probably open.
Oh, that's concerning.
Uh, so you get there first. There's a couple of vehicles out front. Just parked on the curb like normal.
Any she recognizes?
Just a regular old inconspicuous, Ford Fusion. And
Yeah, I've seen a million of those in a parking lot type of cars.
right, very nondescript. One's black, one's white. Sure enough, the front door of the opera house is open.
Open or busted open?
There's no broken glass. As you approach it, you can see the door frame's bent a little bit where somebody did force it open.
Oh. Hand is ready to go to gun, but does not. But she makes her way forward cautiously. Heightened senses on.
Give me a wits awareness if you would. Your brute squad member Ariel is right behind you. Oh, I'm starting to hear thunder here. If the stream suddenly cuts off, it just means my power flickered.
3 success.
And Ariel, who is not most very observant. Yeah, she got 2. You can faintly hear some singing.
Okay.
And I keep calling this the opera house. That's what it was originally built for. And you've had a meeting in here before. The bottom level is a store. I believe, actually, I think it's a couple of different businesses in here. And then she has the top floor too that she uses for her own business and hosting things.
Does it sound like it's coming from like the theater where they had the performance, or upstairs?
Well, that was the princess. That was the Princess Theater.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Does it sound like it's coming from where she would be, like the upper floor?
Probably upstairs.
Okay. She still kind of motions back to Ariel and just kind of, be quiet and just moves cautiously. 'Cause she didn't get a lot of information on what they're walking into.
There's not a whole lot of lights in here. There's some kind of security lights. Like they always leave a little bit on in a store.
Yeah.
Nothing other than the damaged front door. Nothing seems to be in disarray here. They haven't. They haven't been rooting through things down here on the store level.
Okay. Is it stairs to go up or an elevator or?
There's a staircase and there is an elevator.
She will take the staircase just because the elevator may open to somewhere she doesn't want to open to.
That's fair. Give me a dex stealth.
Hey, you should be good at that.
That's my feeding style. And I am actually good at that. 7 dice. 4.
Okay. You get up to the top floor. The door up there is already cracked open. You can hear the singing much more audibly now. It's very haunting. Clearly a woman's voice.
He's heard Josephine sing before. Does it sound like her?
Yes. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that, but yeah, her and Kyle had put on a little performance.
Is there any windows in the door, or through the crack can she see if there's anyone there aside from Josephine?
You look in, there's a little cluster of people. One of them is muttering, "We have got to hurry up and get, we've got to hurry up." She probably called some help. And this, this close to a border, Maddox, how Maddox is protective of her. He's going to send somebody.
Backing down the stairwell, and making it's pretty far back, like to where she knows even her heightened senses might not pick it up over the hearing, and she is going to call Maddox, like that guy suggested.
As you're backing out, you hear somebody respond. That guy that was talking about, Maddox going to send somebody down here. The other guy basically responds with, "Yeah, but the heifer's got Raymond. Unless you want to go through Raymond." You don't know who Raymond is. That name doesn't sound familiar to you.
She's gonna back out and make sure Ariel backs out with her, and also send a
When you turn around and back up, Ariel's like points at herself and then points in there and makes a little punching gesture.
Not backing up, like mouthing, not yet. And
opens her jacket. We can see her big honking handgun.
She gives a thumbs up, but also not yet.
All right, so she backs up with you.
She will call Maddox. Before she calls Maddox, she will send a note to Egidio and Kyle and Walter and Iola, the whole neighborhood watch chat. If you're coming, there's more. There's another party already here, so kind of watch where you enter. You don't want to interrupt them. And then she will call Maddox.
It rings a couple times. Maddox answers. Sounds like he's in a car. This is not the best of times with Miss Hawthorne.
I'm aware. I'm already here at the party, and it seems like we are not the only ones that were invited. There were some crashers that showed up early.
We had heard something about that. We are on our way.
Miss Josephine is currently keeping them entertained. She is quite the hostess, of course. Did she see how many there were in there?
You only saw 2, but it was just through the crack of the door.
I was trying not to interrupt anything. I only saw 2 of them. They did mention someone named Raymond. I don't know if he'll be attending or not.
Raymond probably showed up with them.
Then he may have stepped away to take a phone call or to the restroom, but
perhaps.
Yes.
Josephine can be very persuasive.
She is. I'll wait for you guys. We don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt her right at this moment.
Very well. Is it just you, or?
At the moment, it is myself and one of the folks that we work with, Miss Ariel. I'm not sure if you 2 have met yet.
Don't believe we have. I look forward to making her acquaintance.
I'm sure she looks forward to making yours. I will see you soon. Did you want to pass on any information, or would you like me to contact others?
He thinks the information has gotten around.
Okay. We'll wait for your arrival.
All right. Meanwhile, Egidio. I don't know who would get there next. You or Kyle?
Yeah, probably. if Kyle quietly left, Egidio left to get like solvents and acids,
Oh, that's right.
Do
and
I
then he
really
would
need
show up there.
acid?
Kyle basically, what he did was he put Rat back in box, took Rat home, left food in box, got text, and went, all right, time to go.
Yeah, so he's had,
Is he bringing
a little
Shiloh?
bit of time.
No. He
Doesn't need any
actually
more guilt than tonight.
he actually told Shiloh in a feral whisper specifically to Shiloh, since he has to differentiate between what animal he's speaking to with it. He can do it for free with Shiloh. He has to browse to talk to the rat.
I got you.
He told Shiloh to keep an eye on the rat. Don't let it leave the house.
Are you leaving it in the box,
Don't
or are you
eat
letting
it.
it out of the house?
He's leaving. He found like a larger box, so it has some room to run around in the box, but it's like tall enough where it can't like just jump out. Basically, a big old moving box.
Gotcha.
I can chew through it in a flash, though.
Plastic.
Shoot through it in an instant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how to break this to you.
Yeah, shush. We'll see. I mean, it did agree to stay in a box for a little while. So
So a rat. How can you trust a rat?
that's just why he has Shiloh watching it. So if it tries to get out, dead rat.
Fair enough. You said you wouldn't kill it. Didn't say anything about Shiloh.
All right, so Kyle, you're the next one to show up then.
Okay. All right.
You see a motorcycle out front,
Mhm.
and those two cars I've already described.
Emma and Ariel would probably be backing out towards the first level near the door. Not outside, but
Kyle will send a text directly to Emma. And actually, let me make a roll here. I want to see what he's going to do. Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. I'll get back to you on that.
please hold while your party is reached.
Yeah.
Please no. All I hear all day.
Then saxophone hold music.
Yeah, he's gonna get there. Can I make a wits awareness check to see if there's anybody kind of watching the area?
Oh, sure.
Okay. 5, 6. Smell related or just eyeballs?
It could be smell related. I mean, eyeballs and smell.
Okay, so I'll add that 7th. Okay.
Oh.
Hmm?
So yeah, you're plummeted that, but I forgot something. So Emma and Ariel were backing down to the
Probably to the first floor.
So y'all get down there. You're waiting for somebody else to show up.
Okay.
You hear the sound of the door opening.
The front door or like the stairwell door?
You said you were backing down to the bottom level
I got
or the
4
ground floor.
successes, by the way.
Yeah, going back down to where they had originally gone into the stairwell. So like the shop area.
Okay.
So just
So yeah, you hear what sounds like that front door opening a little bit.
She'll kind of motion to Ariel to keep still and wait to see what else they hear. Like the door to the stairwell or the door to the shop. Or within
Like
the shop.
somebody came from outside into the shop.
Okay.
Do I see anything with my 4 successes?
When you get there, let's see. Like I said, you saw those vehicles. Let's see. You don't see anybody watching on the outside.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Emma, you are hearing. Sounds like sniffing noises.
Is it getting closer? Is it going further away?
Seems to be getting closer. Ariel's looking at you like,
Is there any window or anything where she can like peek out, or is it just a solid door?
it's got one of those little square windows.
You will chance a look.
There's a big ass wolf in that store,
Um.
and it's sniffing the ground, but it seems to be heading in
Oh,
your general
dear.
direction.
All right, so we're between a wolf and a hard place. Okay.
That's not good.
Does dominate work on? Just checking something.
Dominate would not work on actual wolves. That's
We
a
don't know
separate
if this is
power.
an actual wolf, though.
That's you being paranoid. It is unnaturally large for a wolf, but
There's been were-coyotes. Probably wouldn't. I don't know. Doesn't say, so probably wouldn't. Okay, it just says to a victim.
I mean, minor metagame, but lupine do react more favorably to higher humanity vampires to a point.
and dominate
Fantastic,
would
it might
potentially
kill me
work on
quickly.
a lupine.
Yeah.
It'll kill me quickly. It's fantastic. Fine.
It will be merciful.
Yes.
Just a quick snap to the neck, it'll be fine.
Yeah. There's no way to take this animal down, probably being quiet, because she has a brute from the brute squad, and she loves the brute squad, but she also knows they are not subtle. And then there's a giant wolf that will probably make some noise if you try to attack it. So she's gonna hope that her friends get there real soon and just press herself against the door, like maybe like push herself against it to keep it closed, and hope that she doesn't have a particular smell. She did shower that morning, night, evening.
What is Emma's humanity? Just for no reason.
For no reason. 7. No
Okay,
reason at all.
She would not detect as the worm.
That's handy.
Doesn't mean they wouldn't realize you were I mean, if there were lupine around.
Yeah, they would be able to be like, no heartbeat.
But that
hanging out
supernatural
with other vampires.
that supernatural sense that some of them have would not necessarily ping you.
Yeah, it'll ping Ariel though, probably. She's betting. Or maybe Ariel has a really high humanity too, and just lived a really good afterlife.
Mm.
She's going to be texting the chat with just a wolf emoji repeatedly.
So it has gotten right up to the door, and you hear kind of a thump, and it's now looking through the window at you, like it's went up on its hind legs, just like a big dog will prop up on something, and it's big enough that its head is eye level with you.
Keeping vague eye contact, but still wolf emoji more desperately into the chat.
Now let me roll to see if Ariel can keep her shit together.
Ariel, please keep your shit together.
Terror frenzy for seeing a lupine.
Now, if Emma wants to whisper something to her, you can make a roll I'll let you make the roll to see if you can keep her calm.
Oh, She may
Obey?
do the obey too, just to be like soothing the mental emotional turmoil of the subject. Like, just don't do anything stupid. We still have to help Josephine. Don't do anything stupid yet. Just hold on.
Does Ariel even know what you're talking about, though?
There's a dog looking through, a wolf looking through the window. I think she's gonna figure it out.
She was watching Emma look through the window, and then suddenly there's a wolf face looking through the window at Emma.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
It's not growling at you or anything.
that's more concerning because it's concerning.
All right, but you're gonna try to keep her. You're gonna make sure to try to keep Ariel calm.
Composure, discipline. Roll it. Four?
And 4. That's enough.
Please don't shoot anything that'll draw too much attention. Please just.
So you see her kind of go, and she's got her gun. She's drawing the gun when you hit her with the power. She can, are telling her to stay calm. And she,
I heard my name.
Maybe it hasn't seen us.
Yeah.
Has anyone answered the group chat?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Egidio, you were driving. You were on your way. You're driving. You got your
Yep.
your
Back
cleaning
when it's
supplies.
In the back of an Uber.
Yeah, I was
with
gonna say I
cleaning
see
supplies.
the text, but I'm just like, brought the wrong cleaning supplies.
Needed lint rollers if it's gonna be a bunch of wolf hair.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I got that dense undercoat too. If they shed, oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Just tumbleweeds of
But
fur.
he's on his way. He's like, he sends a car emoji in response.
Very quietly. Someone will be here soon. Maybe if this is someone from the domain or one of the other domains screwing with me, there's going to be words with their Baron.
I'm going to blow up the Outer Havens.
I'm going to go to the pack. I'm not taking a gift basket.
You hear the sound of some fighting upstairs,
Ah, shit.
and you hear somebody go, "Damn it, Randall! Snap out of it!" After what sounds like some physical pummeling.
Hey, good boy. And is there anything she can put up against the door?
No, the stairwell's empty. I mean, he's got one of those, like not a doorknob, but one of those, grab and twist handles.
It's a wolf.
So
it
the
should be
door's
fine.
shut, but
Yeah.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs in his form. It's fine.
Whoever it is or whatever it is, if it's just a wolf, it doesn't have thumbs. Let's go. This is
All right, so
all
y'all
being
start
said,
back up the stairs.
Yeah, quietly back up the stairs, like an occasional like peek over the shoulder, like it won't be able to open the door. We'll be fine. We'll deal with that problem after this problem.
Problem at a time.
One problem at a time. This was the first problem. That one gets added to the queue.
All right, so y'all get back up at the top.
Your problem will be reached in 15 minutes. Please remain on hold for your next available associate.
Problem will be solved in the order it was dialed.
Exactly. Okay, the fighting. What type of fighting is going on? Can we see any better?
You not through the crack. You have to open the door and take a better look.
She doesn't want to do that either. Does she get? Does it sound like there's a lot of folks?
It sounds like there's several people scuffling. Somebody saying, grab his arm, get him
Is
down.
Josephine still singing?
Yes.
She got the feeling from the first meeting that Josephine does have some kind of dominate powers, correct?
She
Just from, like,
she
the
seems
general
the
vibe.
social type. You haven't actually seen her use any power that you know of.
And there's no gossip about if she has any skills. Keep that close to the chest.
General gossip.
Well, I mean, Maddox did tell her on the phone just tonight that she's very persuasive.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, take from that what you will.
I want to say the general consensus was people just kind of assume she's Toreador, but that could just be stereotyping.
Said Ariel. Subdue, only kill if you have to. We don't know what's going on. No guns yet. And here we are. She will open the door. She's gonna first person that looks at her, she's gonna try and dominate him.
Door flings open. You see 3 guys pinning another guy down. One of them looks up. Looks up at you. Well, he kind of looks past you, and his eyes get really wide.
Oh shit!
At Ariel? I mean, how is Ariel imposing looking?
She's fairly beefy lady.
Fair enough.
She's taller than Emma, but
that's not hard.
How tall is Emma?
Not tall.
Oh dear.
She's not like pocket size, but she's like, she ain't Amazonian. She's definitely probably not as she's not Rodagan as Ariel.
Nerd.
And Egidio, you are pulling up to the building as this is going on.
Do I see a? Do I see a wolf?
Not outside the building, though.
Go in. I don't know where it is. I'm going to be stealthy about it, but I'm going in.
All right, you go in. You hear that singing from upstairs. You look over at the stairwell. The door's open.
Okay. I sure as hell didn't open that door.
It was probably open on when you got here.
Yeah. I wonder who did that. And then he will he'll follow the sound of the voice. Quietly. Still. I'm gonna roll that stealth check actually. One moment.
The mesmerized came up as 4.
All right, and what does he resist that with?
Let me check.
Stealth.
Manipulation,
Dexterity.
dominate versus intelligence, resolve. So his intelligence, resolve.
All right, his intelligence isn't super high, but he's got a decent enough resolve.
Let me.
You said you had how many successes?
I got 5 successes in stealth.
I had 4
And-
successes.
All right. And he got 3 successes to resist you. That was on your mesmerize, so you beat him.
She did not think this far through. Neither did the player. Pretty much it's going to be like, hold the man, do not attack us.
He just sort of locks in place. Ariel goes streaming out past you.
That's fine.
Well, you said try to subdue, so she runs and she dives on
The other guys.
one of the other guys that was helping hold the one guy down.
What's Josephine's reaction to this?
You don't see her. She seems to be like in a separate room
Okay.
with like a door cracked open that she's singing through.
Fantastic.
Oh, she's in a panic room singing.
The door is
need
cracked
to-
open where the sound can get through, but it's like she's out of any
I
line of
see.
sight or line of fire.
Oh, that could be horrible.
That amalgam power. I know which one that is.
Yeah, Emma's just maintaining eye contact with the guy she mesmerized, even though she may not have to. She's
She's focused.
very focused. One problem at a time. She doesn't know the door at the bottom of the stairs is open now.
Speaking of door being open, a big wolf goes
Yeah?
barreling past you, Emma.
There it is.
Past her! Fantastic!
You got one guy mesmerized. Errol is dove on one guy. This wolf dies on the other guy.
Fantastic.
The one that was being pinned down now manages to get loose because there was only the one guy holding him now.
Do we recognize any of these people?
No.
Even better.
Did you just see a wolf just go? Woof?
Well, it's it's
From
3 or
the
4
angle.
stories up. You know, you go through the stairs. You hear a bunch of commotion and motion up there, and Emma give a command.
Let's picture Judy with like
Oh,
the
it's popping
canvas
off.
bags of cleaning supplies.
Yeah, he's going up there to clean. That's what he was told to do.
And many variations of clean.
So he's walking up
Yeah.
slowly, so they'll be done making a mess by the time he gets there.
Yep. Probably sees Kyle on the way up somehow.
I think Kyle's still outside.
Yeah, he's keeping an eye out.
So you probably would have seen Kyle and was like, Kyle walks off.
Yeah, you didn't see him. He maybe he's stealthing or he walked around searching around the building.
Well, for what it's worth, I got 5 successes on my stealth roll, so I'm
Alright,
as
so
I'm
yeah,
making my way up.
Everybody's occupied. Nobody hears you coming up.
Armfuls of cleaning supplies.
The Fabuloso is in the back.
He's got his white pants, his
Yeah,
white
it
shirt,
is.
his little skull, bald cap on. All his cleaning
Little
supplies.
booties on the shoes.
Yes, to all of that.
Alright, let me
The
check
boots that
something
go
here.
up to your knees, the like rain boot, the slip boots.
Galoshes.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy the wolf dove on is getting mauled pretty thoroughly.
Fantastic.
Eh.
I love that for him.
Good for him. Good for him.
Ariel seems to be hitting her guy really hard, but he seems to be taking the hits pretty well. And hitting her back, but like not as hard. Classic brute strength versus durability thing going on.
Blackjack had a lot of that going on last campaign.
She's tanky.
It was really cool.
We love that about Blackjack.
And
Oh,
how
yes,
long
we
does
do.
mesmerize last? say that you-
Duration until the command is carried out or the scene ends.
Okay, so he's.
He's
You said not to attack
Base.
you and to hold that guy. So he's trying to hold the guy that got up. Not having much success at it though.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
as much as Samuel did not like Blackjack because hick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Blackjack was great. Me, the player, loved Blackjack. He was fantastic.
Love the idiot.
It doesn't say anything about her not being able to do multiple of this.
Mesmerize.
She could maybe also use compel.
As long as they have the subject's gaze and relative quiet in which to issue the instructions must be carried out immediately. The victim's ability and cannot
Probably
contain
not
any
quiet.
Probably
any.
not quiet or yeah.
Well, it was quiet enough quiet enough for him to hear you when you.
Yeah, the initial one.
You know, you don't have to have silence, but if you were trying to at a rock concert, it'd be difficult.
Yeah, the initial guy was probably about all she could get. You know what? How good is he holding on to that other guy? Is it like by a thread?
Well, the other guy, he got shrugged off, and now he's trying to get the hold back.
She is gonna pull out her gun. I will put a hole I will. Oh God, I gotta think. I will put a hole in your head big enough for sunshine to pour through if you don't stop.
Which one are you saying that to?
The one trying to run.
The one that had been pinned down?
The one that had been pinned down.
Okay. He ignores you and just keeps hitting the guy that ain't pinned down.
Still,
Singing
still
is still.
misfires.
Singing is still going.
Singing is still going. Okay.
That do be some thunder.
All right. She's gonna keep the gun out, but see how this plays.
Bold play, Cotton.
All right, Egidio, you get to the top and you see this mess going on.
I think Egidio just does the Childish Gambino meme where he just drops the pizza.
Pretty accurate. There's a wolf attacking somebody.
Forgot Donald Glover's name for a second.
There's a wolf attacking somebody. The Bruja's just pummeling someone. Emma's got a gun to somebody. They're singing.
There's some nice singing going on.
Yeah. That gift sometimes just encapsulates the whole campaign.
Yep. So Egidio sees that. All right, and then he's like screws on his silencer, and it's like, guess we're doing this the hard way. Dearly beloved,
gotta do everything here.
All right, the wolf ends up tearing that one guy more or less apart.
Hope that wasn't anyone we needed. Fantastic.
The one guy that Ariel is fighting. He managed to disengage from her. He's looking at the guns out. Ariel in front of him. Emma's got her gun out.
She will raise the gun to him.
He sees the wolf. And he turns and with unnatural speed runs across the room and just dives out the fourth story window.
Okay.
Now, Emma, you have a chance to take a shot at him if you want to.
Yeah, she's taking a shot as he runs. It'll probably be at increased difficulty, but we're okay with that.
He is going to try to avoid being
Is there
shot.
any
He's going to zigzag.
movement coming
Rapid
from
reflexes lets him.
Yeah. I don't have rapid reflexes.
No, but he does.
See exactly what that does.
Dex firearms.
Yes. Okay, usually dodging firearms is a penalty if you don't have cover. Rapid reflexes lets him ignore that penalty. So it does not help him since he has flubbed his roll. So he got one success to avoid your shot.
I got 2, so I didn't do much better.
Am I able to also take a shot?
See, there is the added damage from the firearm,
Yeah.
depending on what gun you were using.
She
Plus
had the
aggravated.
incendiary.
Ooh,
Well, you
so
had the big
ag.
gun.
I had the big gun.
Yeah. So that's like 4
Oh.
ag right there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, so that's 4 ag. So yeah, he is screaming. A little bit of smoke is trailing off of his back as he goes out the window, but it's not enough to take him out.
Okay.
Ruin his evening.
Ooh, that shit the floor.
Yeah, I just had one of those too.
It had been real
I
quiet
can't-
here. I thought maybe it had moved on to you, but
Yeah.
Round 2.
So it's safe to say I see this guy come flying out the window.
oh yes. And a moment later, you see the wolf go flying out the window, and the rest of you see the wolf chase after this guy. Dives out the window after him.
Sick.
Okay.
That solves at least one of the problems.
The guy lands on the ground and as it's starting to run for the car, the wolf, not that y'all can see it from inside, but anybody outside, the wolf goes flying out and lands on top of one of the cars.
Huh.
With enough weight that it kind of crushes the not the hood,
Okay.
the roof in.
The roof.
Need to comically drop a boulder down there now, like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Good grief.
All right. Is there any movement coming from the cracked door where the singing is coming from?
You can see Josephine. I don't know why I blanked on that name. You can see her glancing out at this point. There's been enough commotion. She's kind of like, what the crap?
She's gonna like hold up a thumb or a finger or something, and like put like 1, 2, 3, like if she can indicate how many people are in there.
She just points at herself.
Cool.
And then she kind of makes this kind of gesture to like everybody outside and just kind of goes,
Okay.
Emma does this back and like a questioning look.
and she like points at the people that are scuffling.
Okay, we're killing. She's just like, okay, I guess we're killing them or something, and just close range shot.
Does the big guy seeming to try to go back towards her?
The two guys that that y'all don't know that are here, both of them, they're just busy fighting each other right now. The one Emma,
I mean, I'm in that room.
the one Emma
She's gonna scoot up and see if there's
mesmerized is
anyone.
trying to grapple and pin down the other guy, and the other guy's just too big for the one person to be able to do it.
Emma just flat out. There's no being disguising. Are either of these people yours?
She's still singing, and she shakes her head no.
Fantastic. Takes a shot at one of them.
All right, which one? The one you've mesmerized, or the one she's mesmerized, or not mesmerized, but whatever.
The one she has, so she might be able to talk.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a +1 difficulty just for the whole grappling. Well, I take that back because you don't really care who you hit.
She's not super picky, but she is aiming for the one that
Okay.
they were originally trying to subdue. Three.
All right, that's a successful hit. He's not paying any attention to you, so 3 plus what's the damage from the incinerator or from the gun?
I think plus 3 or plus 4.
I really need to write this down. I think I actually have it written down. 1 second.
It's the biggest handgun that's available.
Yeah.
I think that's a plus. I think
Believe
that's a
it's-
+3.
Let's see, conventional weapon.
Weapon
Plus
damage
3.
is in our charts. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It's a +3.
All right, so that's a total of
She's
6.
aiming for non-vital, just trying to cripple. At the moment. With an incendiary round. She's got a lot going on right now.
Yep.
Yep.
You shoot him, he goes down. He'd already had a little bit of damage on him, superficial stuff, but
Yeah.
it's enough that big a hit, he goes down. Probably not permanently, but
I mean, unless you do extra ag or tear off the head, you technically don't permanently go down at
Yeah.
all. But
So when he hits the floor, the guy Emma had mesmerized just falls on top of him, almost like a wrestler pinning somebody.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Ejiro comes in.
And Josephine stops singing.
Interesting house guests you had. There was a wolf down there. Did you know about the wolf?
Is that what was making all the noise? I heard the window shatter. I didn't see the wolf when I looked through. I meant it.
There's
It
two shatters.
followed the guy.
He's like,
She
it
like
was like double and triple tapping here.
Oh, when you hear the sounds of like animal mauling going on outside the window.
peeks out the window.
You peek out in time to see the wolf running off, and the guy that he was mauling just kind of laying there.
Okay, we should probably.
I guess I know where I'm going.
Thank you, Gidio. Called Maddox. He's also on the way.
Oh yes, and you see Maddox's vehicle. Basically, it like turns a corner, so its headlights sweep across this big ass wolf as the wolf runs off.
Fantastic! It starts chasing Maddox's car like, no!
You know, I've been worried about dogs
rolled
catching
up
my
his
car
paper.
before, but that was concerned about the dogs. Now I'm concerned for my car.
Egidio will leave one of the duffel bags that has like some mundane cleaning stuff. It's like, here, and he'll
Thank
as he like for the third time fires at this guy at this guy who's like there.
Just
Why do you- He's down! He's down!
once Matic shows up, Kyle will come out of where he was hiding, seeing that fight between what he presumes is a lupine and another vampire.
Okay, he kind of come out from around the opposite
Yeah,
corner
and
of the building or something.
he'll rendezvous with Matic. I was like, interesting night.
Hey, and Maddox like glances at you, but he keeps looking down. Yes, this is just what we need. Well,
Yeah.
let's make sure Josephine's all right. And that's by the time y'all hear a GDO unloading on that guy.
As a Egidio.
That sounds like a Gidio's pistol, so probably doing okay.
And it has peeked out the window to see the like mauled carcass on top of the roof. Just
Y'all
sees
good
everyone.
up there?
Just gives a thumbs up. Goes
Alright.
back into the window. The
Okay, there.
cavalry's here.
So Kyle, I'm assuming Kyle runs upstairs. Maddox is going upstairs with him. He shouts an order to his men. They start gathering up that guy's body.
Don't touch
One of
the
them goes to the
body,
trunk
got
and
it.
pulls out this really big garbage bag.
Never mind.
Points at the
You
guy
Like
got
they
it,
have
garbage
supplies.
Okay.
Emma points at the guy that's still
Alright.
mesmerized. He may be able to give us some information.
I thought a GDO shot him.
I
He
thought he
did.
shot the. Really?
The other
I thought he
guy.
shot the other guy.
Oh, okay. You
Oh.
put,
Yeah, that was
you made
already
sure the
down.
other guy was put down,
was
put
understood.
down.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
triple
The larger guy is like.
Fair.
Nope, I've been beat him a few times before. We ain't taking this risk.
Triple tap.
That works.
Yeah, she'll gesture to the mesmerized guy. He may be able to give us some information. I can hold him. If someone else is a bit more adept at scraping information from mines, may have some better luck with him.
So as y'all get up there, I'm going to say it's a different scene, kind of a different scene now, because combat scene.
He would advise them also to quickly tie him up. Secure this gentleman.
So yeah, he's coming out of that mesmerizing as everybody gets in here. So he's just kind of like,
What luck? There's rope in the bag.
Judo usually has stuff in here. Ah, here we go.
Just a cleaner bag. Innocent little cleaner's bag.
Has like a
Never had to
maid.
hog tie a body in a rug.
Has a maid on the side of it.
Matic kind of steps up while y'all are handling that. Steps over to Josephine and is, asking her if she's okay. Yada yada yada. Yeah, you get the other guy secured. Some more Maddox's people come up. One of them reports they found a couple of Josephine's people downstairs. Staked, but they should be recoverable.
If Egidio meets any of Max's guys, he would ask them real quick to push the car to where it looks like it hit something. like one of the more heavy set of Max's guys, just to push the car to it, like it where it looks like it hit like a pillar or something.
One of Maddox's men. When you start suggesting that, it looks like we while we were downstairs, or while we were out on the street, we've already called a record to come pick it up.
One of your guys.
Oh yes.
Oh, perfect.
It'll be a square about
Ignore
yay
me then.
big by morning.
Awesome. All right then. Let me get the
Yes,
blood off of it at least.
Get what you can out of it first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll give it a good searching. It's doubtful that they had anything incriminating in it, but
Never know.
Oh,
JJ's like, I just want the ingredients. I want a doggy bag.
a doggy bag full of teeth for the thin bloods.
Yeah, as one does.
you can do all kinds of things. With
And
teeth.
well, in particular, he knows that the thin bloods have requested the teeth of the deceased
Oh, and
before, so
a vampire, that would be
yeah.
a full-blooded vampire too.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
So he
That
will.
would give us more inroads with the Duskborn. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And so he's going. He has pliers because, of course, he does.
Cleaning bag. You never know when you might need them.
Some pliers, some jaws of life, bolt cutters.
Doesn't quite have. He probably has not bolt cutters on him, but he probably has like the one-handed tools, like a hammer or something, just in case.
A machete. I mean, unnatural strength. You can go through an arm, maybe.
Why can I imagine a Judeo with like an Iron Man suitcase? It's just, here's all my stuff.
But when it folds up over him, it's all like scrubs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Got scalpel on this arm. Got cleaner on this arm.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
he's very good at hiding stuff.
The center repulsor's a flame.
And he will for Shiggles to look through. He will for Shiggles look through what he can see on a cursory glance to see if there is something that he would notice from something incriminating, perhaps from the cam cars.
Well, the one with the crushed roof is going to be a little hard. Would be a little hard to get into.
Yeah,
but
well,
no, I mean, just glance. It looks like local plates.
Rentals.
It doesn't look like rentals. It just looks like regular license plates.
Okay.
Just like nothing
They all
else.
have.
Nondescript.
Yeah, it's just regular nondescript cars. Everyone
Yeah,
has an Escalade.
They're fairly clean. There's no, the glove box just basically has the owner's manual.
Insurance registration.
Yeah, just kind of the basic stuff. There's no food wrappers. There's no
Alright.
cans. There's no papers of any sort, really.
Ichidio unloads a thing of Abraxo just to make it look like bird shit. Make the blood look like bird shit instead of blood. Because it clumps up.
There was a bunch of birds that got real sick on the sidewalk then. There's a lot of blood on the sidewalk.
I mean, have you seen that video of that guy that like auto-tuned himself, like walking down the sidewalk, and just this whole line of cars just like almost painted white with bird poop? It's nuts. I'm gonna see if I can find that. I thought it was hilarious when I saw it.
God.
My,
Yeah, that's what Ichidio's doing while they're doing whatever upstairs.
Yeah. And everybody else upstairs is just standing around this one guy who's now tied up.
I'm Fuckery's your all's thing. I'll just be over here in case you need hands.
did they say anything when they came in? Like looking over at Josephine? Or did they just come in?
I heard the commotion. I heard some fighting downstairs. From what they were saying, they were clearly looking for me.
That's ill-timed.
Something about payback. I don't know.
That explains a lot.
Payback for. I mean, I know we struck 2 locations, but
Maddox steps forward, just kind of kicks the guy in the chest, where he's sitting on the floor, knocks him back on his back, kind of standing on his chest. Demanding to know what was going on.
could Emma try mesmerize again? Maybe at like a higher difficulty since she has mesmerized him once already.
It is a new scene.
It is technically a new scene.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your mesmerize. He will roll his intelligence resolve. He got 3 successes.
I as well got 3 successes.
Ties go to the player.
She'll lock eyes with the guy. Say you will answer this man's question without obfuscation and with honesty and clarity.
You took one of our outposts last night. We decided to hit your smallest domain. That's also fairly close to the borders. Maddox demands to know who sent him. Caleb. Further questioning, Caleb is apparently being recognized as the Tremere Primogen now. At least de facto. I mean, technically, I'm not sure you can have Primogen without a prince to appoint him. And the Tremere that had been in Decatur were wiped out. Both in a Second Inquisition attack and the early stages of this conflict with the Anarchs.
Which explains why they sent people over to try to gimp the mages in our domain.
Yeah, that was also Caleb's idea.
Yeah.
Do you know who sent the rats?
He has no idea about rats. I mean, probably a gangrel or a Nosferatu, because rats be kind of their thing.
You've had to take an educated guess.
Probably one of Stafford's people. The Nosferatu deal with rats.
Yeah. Makes sense. I was just double checking. Well, since we are more than likely going to kill him at the end of all of this, how does the security of the hospital across the Beltline fare these days?
Shoot, what was that Malkavian? Poop. The Malkavian Primogen seems to be becoming less stable. So some of the other Primogen have sent extra people to help bulk up the security there. Both hospitals are a major priority for the camp.
What's the weakest location in Camarilla territory?
Both the hospitals are vulnerable because of their placement, but also heavily guarded.
What would be the least guarded place at this time that would cause a disruption?
He's a flunky. What would he know?
Probably not much, but
Probably the one of the police precincts. Just because they don't put a whole lot of guards on them, because somebody taking one of them out would be so flashy and so would call in so much attention from the mortals, you know. Even the anarchs would be
Fair
dumb
enough.
enough to do that.
yeah. She just kind of steps back like she has no more questions.
Does Kyle have any questions?
Nah, he mostly, if we can find a hold of one of the Cam Nos, that's who he really wants to question. But we don't have one of them right now.
We do. He's over in the room in the corner, obfuscated.
Sweating heavily.
It's like
I-
very high anxiety.
I'd imagine so if he just saw Lupine bust into the room, maul somebody, then jump out a window after his friend.
I think after some cleaning and some initial searches, I think Engineer comes in like most way through the conversation and goes, "Are we just not going to talk about the?" Goes like this.
Probably get to that subject.
The fuck is up with that?
Maddox is like, yes, Clint is supposed to warn us if things like that are coming in. Though I suppose it could have come from the other side of town.
I was just asking. She points at Ariel, some of our security, if they'd heard anything or seen anything, and no one has.
Well, we've been hearing rumors about it, but none of the Brute Squad had seen it themselves.
Could have been doing the same thing Sammy did, maybe.
It's usually travel in packs.
Maddox goes, lupines are the last thing we need to deal with.
I mean, it didn't bother any of us. Maybe it has a beef against the Cam too.
I would be disturbed to think that the lupines knew enough about our internal workings to understand our political differences.
Politics. Yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
Of course, if one of them was invited into a domain, I suppose they could have gathered quite a bit of
here we
information.
go. Here we fucking go.
Let's leave it be.
And Ginny was just like idly sweeping and mopping as he's like, "Here we fucking go."
It's like has the like hairnet thing on and just cleaning.
Yeah. Rubber gloves.
From what little I know, I don't imagine the wolves are that clever.
We can hope
Either
so.
way.
Probably
Only
clever
thing-
enough to be pushed against something. Much like the Bruja idea where, they fire a grenade launcher into a room of Bruja and see what happens. Probably just able to push a lupine or a werewolf into whatever this other person needs. Luckily, it caught a cam.
Yeah.
Maddox is like, the Cam do have at least one loyal gangrel. He looks over at Kyle. Sometimes your people have connections with the lupine.
I can see about maybe trying. Well, I'd have to do more solo work than I do now, but I could try to hunt down Sammy, see if I can't get some answers out of him. He seemed at least amicable even while shifted, so maybe not as prone to just maul on face value.
Perhaps. Or perhaps the Bali were just the greater evil.
It's possible.
Shown himself
At-
since though.
But it's your risk to take.
Well, at the very least, from all the hunting I've done, I've been able to track him to several locations, but he's never once made any kind of aggressive move since that fight with the Bali. Could be that they were just the greater evil, but might also be he's not taking an overtly active role.
It's something we'll have to
Acting
investigate.
from the shadows.
Yeah.
Or doesn't
We also
care
need
as
to we
long
also
as-
need to pay the cam back for this attempt.
Well, my agents did uncover where the Nosferatu Primogen likes to park his stuff.
Yes, the fire station.
Yes.
I have some people stationed or posted out there to keep an eye on it.
From what I know, or from what information I gathered, he was one of those that came up from nothing.
Yes, yes.
So damaging that source of pride and what he's managed to accumulate, I think would serve a pretty good message.
Perhaps go after some of his business interests.
Considering his position as a Primogen, we should be prepared for a more overt attack. As a little bit more force behind it, considering his position.
Well, they're one of two assassinated barons in the span of 2 nights. That's pretty overt.
I'm just saying, we definitely will need to be on extra guard. I'm not saying don't do it, but we need to be aware of the consequences that happen when we do it.
Yeah, well, they got spies coming into our domain that our security caught. They went after another baron the night after they went after another. They're escalating. There's no doubt about it.
While you're doing some of this questioning, Josephine was on the phone. She hangs up. Well, they made an attempt at the theater as well, but I had more of my people stationed there, so they were able to keep them at bay.
Okay.
No one, you know, they did not come in with guns, so everything was kept quiet. There were injuries, but apparently no fatalities on either side.
Well, they certainly took some fatalities here.
And they're probably about to take another looks around. If we don't have any more questions, I suggest we make sure this is the last night this gentleman has the pleasure of enjoying.
Could do what I did to the last
But
one.
I'm right there.
Leave him out in the sun.
Does the window hear that they just jumped out of Point East? Or West?
Kind of north,
Yeah,
because it's
wanna
back out of the
leave
front of
'em-
the building.
Don't want to leave him in Josephine's like foyer.
Maddox suggests he has an ideal that might send a little bit of a message to the camp.
By all
Go
means.
Yep.
I am curious.
He orders
before
his
you
guys to
do.
haul the guy down to his car.
Ooh, I know where this is going. It's pretty medieval. I like it.
He has a dustborn in his employee that will. Well, first they'll stake this guy, and then he has a dustborn in his employee that can leave him in someone's lawn right as the sun is rising. Well, it's not their lawn as though that's actually their haven, but where they control their business from.
Sounds
Like it.
fair to me.
So that and nobody else coming back from this little mission would be a good sign to him. Though
A
he's
sign and a message both.
a little annoyed because, I mean, obviously there was that attack earlier, but that was your Sammy friend that triggered that most likely.
Mm.
But Other than that, the princess and the opera house had been kind of off limits.
Yeah.
Nothing
that's
official, but
out.
no one wanted to damage the historical buildings. And since that was all Josephine was running, it was not important enough for anyone to target. Clearly, this was them trying to leave us a note about their displeasure.
Well, also, Caleb
Note
is
received.
Caleb is not native to the city.
No, he's trying to make something of himself here.
Yeah.
the other.
And I remember his name from the opening moves of this war when they.
Yeah, he arrived just as it was heating back up. Yes.
Well,
Maybe the one stoking the flames.
I remember back when we hit that location close to the hospital, there was a Tremere that was about to get on the phone with someone named Caleb before I decided to hit him with a motorcycle. But
Josephine speaks up. You mean one of the ones that kidnapped Emma?
yes,
Oh, what was he wanting to talk to Caleb about? I wonder.
not sure.
I mean, in the midst of what was going on.
Mm,
Could have been part of Caleb's machinations to cause unrest from the beginning,
Mm.
trying
like,
to
do we-
cause the flame.
Do we know how many Tremere Caleb may have brought with him?
I don't
Not
think he
sure.
brought a lot, or there wouldn't. The only reason I would posit that he didn't bring a whole lot is because it would have been him specifically asking to geek the ritualists in so as to have a numbers advantage.
that said, he did get here and immediately had a power base to work with, enough to at least issue out orders.
It was
I think they're
gave-
desperate for a new leader.
the ones that have been working for him, though, the ones that made the map, the ones that planted the explosives, the ones that were in the building that was collapsed were all Duskborn.
That and
Well,
that attack on the Eastern Barony all came from, I believe it was Huntsville.
They were pretty sure they were out of towners. They weren't sure if it was Huntsville or Athens or exactly where.
Hmm.
More things to explore and new things to discover.
Hmm.
Could we try something on our end? Maybe sending our own rodent spies in?
Oh, he would welcome you to try.
I could certainly ask.
We could speak with Derek as well, if he already has kind of a repertoire with the sewer rats in the domain.
Now,
I
Matt,
have a better repertoire with canids and birds of prey, especially corvids. But
Any information we can get.
Derek will probably be our best bet for rats.
We'll speak to him later.
okay, and Matt goes, he'll speak to some of his own people. Of course, if they're using rats, they're probably on alert for that.
Hmm.
You know, the birds might catch them by surprise, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as y'all are
Fortunately,
talking, some workers come in and start fixing the window.
Fortunately, corvids at night are very hard to find.
Yeah, black feathers, that'll happen.
Plus, given their natural intelligence anyway for animals, that makes them fairly easy to work with.
Josephine nods. Oh yes, I had a pet raven once. Remarkably intelligent animal.
Well, I've got a murder of them that are kind of friendly to me.
Well, I'm sure here in North America it's just crows. Yep, still plenty clever.
Either way, we should let you get back to setting your area in order.
Oh yes. Well, thank you for your assistance. Thank you for coming so quickly.
She just got like a trash bag and a half of just blood.
Blood and viscera.
I'll do more patrols, see if I can keep an eye out for Sammy and this wolf. If it is a lone wolf, maybe there could be some form of diplomacy.
Perhaps it didn't go. It didn't simply go mad and begin slaughtering everybody. So it seemed very targeted, actually.
Was that what you were doing the thing about earlier?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
was.
what that's for.
Yeah. It was just downstairs.
Doing anything?
Being a little too intelligent
interesting?
for a wolf. The door
Yeah.
was. I don't know how it got upstairs because the door was closed when I came upstairs.
It was open when I got there.
Yeah.
Has some weird form or has opposable thumbs. Got it.
Nose. Could
Well, if
a
it's
dog open the mouth or open the door with its mouth?
if it is a lupine, it has intelligence, so it probably could have used its jaws.
Oh, that's terrifying.
All of this while y'all are walking downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all walk out the front door. Maddox already got some repair guys there fixing on the door.
Yeah.
You see the tow truck driving away with the crushed white car.
Kyle turned up
It's a
Ariel's
cube.
like, Ariel, you good?
Yeah, boss. It had a nice scrap. Came out of it in one piece.
Got to meet a lupine.
Yeah, if I was still alive, I'd have probably pissed myself when that thing showed up.
Yeah, that was fun times. You've
Ariel, do you
seen
need
it,
to ride
so
back?
Do what now?
to Arrow, you've seen it, so just pass around descriptions of size and everything to the others.
Gotcha. Big ass dog.
Big
wolf.
ass wolf dog.
I only saw it at a distance when it pounced on that guy from out the window. How big was it in relation to you all?
It was looking through the
About
door
my
at me.
height.
Okay, how like tall the shoulder was it? Could we tell, or like was the window like up here? Like if she
Yeah, the
was
window would have
standing?
been like here on Emma,
Okay.
and it was probably like here on the dog.
It was really damn big.
So definitely not a normal dog. Got it.
Could have rode the dog into combat if I was not trying to remain calm.
Probably for the best.
Yep.
Probably for the best.
I get the feeling shooting that thing probably would have added another enemy on your list.
I get the feeling shooting it would have probably gotten my arm taken off. But I don't think it would have dropped with one shot. So
Good point.
don't have silver bullets.
Well,
Working
Maddox
on
starts
it.
kind of shooing y'all towards your vehicles.
Yeah, no, we're
We probably don't need to
walking
be
and
clustered
talking.
on the sidewalk this late at night.
No, we're
Yeah,
walking
really.
and talking.
Yeah, we're walking and talking.
Okay.
And yeah, I could use a red. I ran here because, yeah,
Okay.
I had shit to work out.
It looks over there. Can I get a ride back?
Oh, sure. She tosses you the helmet.
Catches it, plops it on top of the beanie.
All right. So as y'all all drive off, we will wrap here because it's it's that time.
10:15. That time.
I
So-
succeed.
Yay!
Thank goodness for that.
So anyway, I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed running it. Little technical snafu or a storm-based snafu up at the beginning aside.
Act of God.
Anybody that comes by and watches this later, hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for more games on Direbear, check the schedule below. There are more games on Direbear. Other than that, we'll see you next week. Again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me has been Jeremy as a GDO. Eric as Kyle, and Sarah as Emma. And we will see y'all next time.